At only 28 years old, Dale Partridge has started 6 businesses and is hailed as one of the leading and most creative entrepreneurs of our time. As the founder of Sevenly, he is shifting the world's perspective on consumerism and charity. By purchasing a product through Sevenly, $7 of each item is donated to that week's specific charity. Through this innovative business model, Dale has raised over $3 million for causes around the globe, leading him to be featured in Forbes, Los Angeles Times, Mashable, NBC, Fox News, and the cover of Entrepreneur magazine.
We went from 0 to 40 employees and have raised about $2.8 million in $7 donations. We've generated about 5 million shares on Facebook and Twitter, and we're really looking for those people in our tribe that aren't just buying products because we have them. They're really buying the products because they share our core beliefs with us.
He is an avid speaker and author of the upcoming book, People Over Profit. Over the years, Dale has grown into a masterful social entrepreneur and blogger. By harnessing social media to connect his large following of millennials, his blog continues to inspire over 250,000 readers per month. At the core of all his work, Dale believes that all people matter and is using his innovative business experience to revolutionize the corporate sales model and redefine our economy toward a new global marketplace.
As business owners, we have to ask ourselves the question, do we value people over profit or profit over people? See, as leaders, as influencers, as the people running our organizations, it's easy for us to make a dollar. You see, but it's difficult for us to make a difference. We grew into this need of how do we blend profit with purpose? And I realized that I was making great money, 6 figures, but just putting it in my pockets, and I wasn't really doing anything with it. And I recognized that there was millions of charities out there, and there was no way to hear about them. And so we thought if we created a model where every week we could hear about a new charity and support them with, funding and awareness for the needs that they have. And it's been crazy successful, and it's a great way for people to, shop and give back and wear how they care.
Okay, what would you say to somebody who sort of pushes back on you guys, saying, it's not doing enough just to put merchandise out there in the world? I know that you're raising money for people, but does this sort of take down the issue advocacy to be, about what people wear in the streets?
Yeah, I think that, there's been like a huge talk of slacktivism is what they call it, right?
Right, exactly.
And I think that really, what we're doing is we're leading a generation toward generosity. We're like funneling people in, and this is the first step. It's like, hey, if you've never given before to a charity, I think it's like 96% of people by the age of 25 have never given to charity. So we are trying to battle that and give them an opportunity to kind of start that lifestyle. Really, for us, our founding belief is what I call our whyology, is that we believe people matter. So we really try to focus on things and causes that support people. We do support some animal charities as we go through them, but really our main focus is that people matter and we have to take care of them. And I want you to take a second right now, and I want you to think about your favorite childhood birthday. Okay, and just for example, mine was when I was 8 years old. I went to Knott's Berry Farm for my birthday here in Southern California with 20 of my friends. It was probably one of the most fun, amazing times of my childhood. I really remember that very vividly. I was watching a video for Compassion, and it said that over 9 million kids don't reach their 5th birthday. 9 million kids each year don't reach their 5th birthday. That's 1 every 3 seconds. These kids are dying from causes that no child should be dying from, like diarrhea or malaria or pneumonia or even just malnutrition, things that are curable and treatable. But this week you have a chance. With Compassion's Child Survivor Program, we can help babies become toddlers and toddlers become kids, and kids live a happy, healthy, and thriving life. When you look at anybody who's scaled a successful organization, you can pretty much tie that to their ability to find and retain great people. So we have to remember that people are our greatest assets. They're the ones that are growing the company. They're the ones that are running the company. We have to remember this. When you find somebody that can do this, that can retain people, that is remarkable. Let me give you a little secret about this person. The people that are able to do this, they never let a problem to be solved become more important than a person to be loved. Thank you. So real quick, just a show of hands, how many of you guys have heard of Sevenly?
crazy. So first, thank you guys for having me. I've only given this presentation one other time, actually, where Jason and I met. So it's titled People Over Profit. So my clicker there we go. That's me as a child. Born in 1985, here to a family, a Christian home in Southern California, about an hour from here. And so I had a pretty normal family. Little brother, it was a great life. We did vacations and just a pretty typical Southern California family. I played baseball. I played a lot of baseball. If you would have asked me at the age of 18, what are you going to do for the rest of your life? I would have said, I'm going to be a professional baseball player. And I really believe that. When I was going into my freshman year of college time, I actually blew my arm, broke my elbow pitching in a Travel Ball World Series game in front of professional scouts, and it really changed my entire life. I never knew that I was going to be an entrepreneur. And at this point, I had, my dad growing up was, unbeknownst to me, was growing me as an entrepreneur. And he had this thing, what he called the golden handcuffs, a job that was too good to leave. And as a child, we had this opportunity to go get cans. So my dad, I was 6, 7 years old, and I'm waking up at 5 in the morning to go get the recyclables, not because we needed money, but because it was an opportunity to teach me that I could make money on my own. By the time I was 10, my dad was bringing home boxes for me to sell as moving boxes. So a small box is $3, a medium box is $5, a large one was $8. I was making $300 as a 10-year-old in my neighborhood. It was crazy. And then sadly, this kind of trend shifted towards, I started making fake IDs in high school, and then I started selling drugs in my teen years. And I had a lot of this energy. Over the next 5 years, that season I crashed. I crashed and burned. And I needed to channel that energy into a new season, a new energy for life. By the age of 25, I started 5 businesses producing over $5 million in revenue. But then I hit another moment. I was just putting money in my pocket. I didn't have much purpose in making profit, and I wanted to change that. I really had a desire to change that. We started Sevenly, and I became the CEO of this social good company, which changed my perception. And the CEO's job is to cast vision, lead people, and monitor markets. And I got fascinated with the third one, monitoring markets. So much so that I started writing a book titled People Over Profit on this concept of trying to understand why we've had a shift towards good.